But first, meteorologist Sowers is here with a look at the AccuWeather forecast on this very gloomy Sunday morning.
You mean you don't like the clouds and the fog and the drizzle?
Do you like the clouds and the fog and the drizzle? Do you like it? Anyone at home?
I guess it just gives you an excuse to sit on the couch a little bit longer, right? And just kind of take it easy, right, on a Sunday morning. Let's get you outside. We're going to go live on Sky 6, and actually that looks a lot better than it did a couple hours ago. The low clouds are beginning to lift just a little bit, and the patchy fog is starting to erode. It's still going to be a gloomy day, but at least we're seeing some improvements out there. Behind me here, we're live on Sky 6, and this is the Commodore Barry Bridge. We're down in Chester, and yeah, unfortunately, this is the way your Sunday's going to look around the region. Temps in the 60s. Down at the Jersey Shore, there's no fog on the beach, but you go just off the beach, maybe a couple miles inland, just west of the Garden State Parkway if you're at the Jersey Shore. That's when you start to pick up some reduced visibility here. You can see it right there. Atlantic City at the airport reporting 1.5. Looks like Philadelphia International's in good shape. And then western portions of Chester County, it looks like the valleys there are starting to see reduced visibility as well. All right, the satellite and the radar, we got cloud cover locked in pretty good, and a couple of showers out here to the west. That's actually the leading edge of the remnant low from what was once Category 4 Helene. Now, it's not tropical anymore. We're not going to see any winds or heavy rain out of that, but it will continue to produce a lot of clouds and the occasional shower and some patchy drizzle. And that's the overall forecast for today. 64 in the Lehigh Valley, 71 in Philadelphia. Let's go 72 at the Jersey Shore. Caroline?
And you know what, Chris? With this gloomy weather on this Sunday morning, you're going to need a cup of coffee if you're waking up right now. We're taking a live look at the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey. Not many people out there. Just not a great day.
But what you did notice was, though, at least it was dry.
It's dry, yes.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's kind of yucky out there, for lack of a better term, but yeah, blah. But at least it's dry. Now, I can't promise you it's going to stay that way the entire time today, but right now it's dry. As we go over to the Weather Center, and there we go. So we're dealing with a little bit of patchy fog in the valleys. Now, most of the fog that we've seen over the last couple of hours has already lifted, so the visibility has greatly improved. But a couple locations still could be dealing with some low-level clouds and some fog and reduced visibility. Another mainly cloudy day with a couple of passing showers, and there could be a little bit of drizzle and mist at times as well. So as far as the cloud cover is concerned, this is what's going to be really hard to shake. Remember, the remnants of Helene are still out to our west. That has to clear the coast and pull away in order for all of this to go away. That won't happen until we get into Thursday. So we are stuck in the clouds for at least 3 or 4 more days, quite honestly, before things improve. We're at 62 in Pottstown, Philadelphia 64, and the Medford Lakes area 64. What you're not seeing here is out to the west, the humidity levels have gone down already, so it feels pretty good north and west of the Delaware River. Still pretty sticky, though, in southern New Jersey. Allentown, good morning, 61. Not too bad up there. Reading, 63. 59 right now in Trenton, and 67 in Millville. Okay, satellite and the radar, it's the same setup as yesterday. We have a front down to our south. All the cloud cover and the moisture is just north of that front. And then we go a little bit farther out here to the west. There's the remnant low of Helene. There's no steering mechanisms out here, okay? You go into the middle and the upper levels of the atmosphere. The wind flow to sweep this thing off the coast is up in Canada. So it's just sitting here, kind of meandering about. It's producing the rains across the Ohio Valley. Eventually, it will start to pick up forward speed and hit the coast, but again, not until Thursday. That's when we see the return of some sunshine. And here's the latest on Helene. This was updated this morning from AP. 64 fatalities across 5 different states now. There's still 2 million people without power, and North Carolina just clobbered, especially the western part of the state. There's over 400 road closures, and to get into Asheville, North Carolina, the major interstates, every single one of them flooded or washed out. So it's just horrible, some of the damage they're seeing right now. Estimated damage anywhere from $15 to $25 billion. And honestly, that number probably will go up as the crews start to get out there and they continue to assess all the damage. Okay, future tracker, by lunchtime we're looking at a spotty shower or 2, otherwise lots of clouds out there, and even areas that won't see the shower will likely see some drizzle and mist. We're stuck in the clouds through dinner time, and then overnight tonight could be a passing shower or 2. If you don't see the shower, you're picking up the drizzle and the mist. Notice the percentages like yesterday are really, really low. So really it's just a cloudy day with a passing shower or 2. Still going to get the outdoor plans in. It's just kind of gray and gloomy looking, right? Mostly cloudy, brief shower. That's the call from AccuWeather. 71 today in Philadelphia, 64 in Allentown, and 73 in Millville. Overnight tonight, cloudy and damp with a passing shower. Temperatures drop down into the 50s to the north, low to mid 60s to the south. The exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast forecast. Shower around tomorrow morning, lots of clouds by afternoon, 72. Tuesday, a period of rain south of the city, maybe a shower in the city, lots of clouds, 68. Wednesday morning, maybe a shower and 72 degrees. And then finally, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Caroline, those are your days.
Yes.
We see sunshine return. By the way, Saturday, that is Phillies playoff baseball, Red October. I don't know who we're playing yet, but I'm pumped. I'm ready to go.
I'm already nervous.
I just don't want the Mets.
No Mets,
Anybody but
no
the Mets.
Diamondbacks.
Well, we got to play somebody.
We'll play the Brewers.
Okay.
That's
we'll
who I want, the Brewers.
Deal.
I might eat those words come next weekend. Oh, well. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Time now, 9:24. Not a pretty morning here in Reading. This is live on Sky 6 from the Pagoda. Locked in. We got the low clouds and the patchy fog. The temperatures are in the low 60s, but the dew points have come down, so it doesn't feel quite as bad humidity-wise as it did yesterday. Can't really make out the tops of the skyscrapers here in Center City. This is from the Brandywine camera, 62. Again, low ceilings, a lot of low-level clouds. Winds are out of the east-northeast at about 12 miles per hour. And just like yesterday, there's not a lot going on the radar. Just a couple of spritz and sprinkles or a shower or two. But generally speaking, it's just a cloudy and kind of dull, damp-looking morning. We're at 61 in Allentown, 59 in Trenton, 64 in Philadelphia. Get used to those clouds. They're going to stick around pretty much all day. Cloudy skies, a passing shower or two, or areas of drizzle. High temperatures in the upper 60s, low 70s. Caroline?
Meteorologist Chris Sowers is here with a look at the AccuWeather forecast on this Sunday morning. And more of the same, Chris.
Yeah, you know, kind of stuck in the clouds, but it gives you the excuse to sit on the couch all day and watch football.
Exactly.
And that's usually what I do on Sundays anyway. So we're stuck in the clouds, as Caroline mentioned, and we even have a little bit of patchy fog out there and some areas of drizzle and mist. It's one of those mornings. Jersey Shore doing okay. You got the low clouds, but at least the fog has lifted a little bit. The visibility looks a lot better here. We're at 70 degrees. Easterly winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The problem with an easterly wind, and we're all aware of this by now, right? It moistens up the lower levels of the atmosphere, and that's why it's really difficult to shake the clouds. Here's the good news, though. Remember this front, we were talking about this yesterday, was sitting right over the Philadelphia area. North was all clouds. South, they actually broke out into some sunshine across the Delaware Bay. Today, look where the front is. It's all the way down here. So I think this whole area is going to be stuck in the clouds from start to finish this afternoon. It's going to look a little bit different, but there's not going to be a lot of rain out there. Maybe you see the occasional shower, maybe briefly you pick up a little drizzle and mist, but I wouldn't necessarily call this a rain day. As a matter of fact, call from AccuWeather for today up and down the I-95 corridor. I'm just going to go cloudy and kind of damp with a passing shower, maybe some areas of drizzle. 67 to 70 up and down the I-95 corridor. I think that's a good range of temperatures today for those areas. For the Lehigh Valley, let's go low to mid 60s, lots of clouds. And for the Jersey Shore, we'll go mostly cloudy, perhaps a passing shower, and a little bit milder with highs in the low 70s. Caroline?
And now we bring in our scientist.
Nice.
Do you know anything about this mini moon at all?
No, but I do know that even if you could see it, there's too many clouds upstairs and you're not going to see it anyway.
True.
But I honestly don't. When I originally heard this, I didn't realize, I didn't look deep into the whole thing, and I kind of was like, what, we discovered a new moon? I didn't realize it was an asteroid at first. But so I was like, oh, this should be interesting on tides and all that fun stuff. But
just an asteroid.
Just an asteroid, yeah. As long as it doesn't hit Earth, we're good.
Exactly.
All right, heading out there today. May need a poncho if you have outdoor plans, but I think in large part, it's going to follow yesterday, where it's just cloudy out there. Maybe occasionally you run into a shower, but I would bring a poncho just to be safe. Could be some areas of drizzle and a passing shower. It's still muggy out there today, but it's not as bad as yesterday. We're starting to see that northeasterly wind kick in, and that's beginning to lower the dew points down a little bit. So it's still kind of humid in parts of the area right now, but again, this will be dropping out during the day. And then once it drops out, we're in pretty good shape humidity-wise for the rest of the week. The problem's going to be we can't shake the clouds or the shower and drizzle chances until Thursday, because Helene, the remnants of Helene, are still out to the west, and they are slowly, and I mean slowly, drifting to the east. So every day here, there's a chance that we run into a shower, or at least we see some pockets of drizzle and mist. It's 65 right now in Mount Holly. Good morning, Doylestown 62 and Trenton 59. So a little bit cooler up here to the north. Also, this is where the humidity levels have lowered, and out here to the west as well. Allentown 61, still kind of humid on the coastal plain this morning though. 67 in Millville, Dover 68, and Sea Isle City 69. Cloud cover locked in across the tri-state. And you can see all the wet weather out there, which we would like to see some of that, honestly, because we still need a little bit of rain here in the Philadelphia area. We've had a lot of clouds over the last couple of days, but as far as measurable rain, we really haven't seen much of anything at all. And even worse news when we're talking about the need for rain is this low is falling apart. This is the remnants of Helene, but the low itself is kind of what we call opening up, and it's just losing its identity. So now it's just a raggedy mess. This will shift east, and maybe it produces a passing shower today as well as tomorrow, and maybe even Tuesday, but nothing really significant, or at least that's not what the models are showing right now. Or that's what the models are showing right now, that the heaviest rains stay all the way down here to the south. So let's walk you through the timing today. By midday, lunchtime, it's cloudy, maybe a passing shower or two. I don't even think you're going to see as much as what this model is showing, but I am going to show it just in case it is on to something here. This is 6 o'clock in the afternoon, so right around dinner time, it has a couple of showers in New Jersey, mainly just clouds and some drizzle off to the northwest. They are shifting to the west as the evening wears on, and it's kind of rinse and repeat tomorrow and Tuesday as well. So for today, just cloudy with some areas of drizzle and mist and a passing shower. High temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. Officially, we'll go 71 in Philadelphia. Northeasterly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, a brief passing shower or two. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, 61. Could be areas of fog developing again. And for tomorrow, the morning commute could be a little damp with a couple of passing showers. Otherwise, it's just mostly cloudy tomorrow with a high of 72. The exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast for Tuesday, cooler. Some rain is possible south of Philadelphia as the low itself from Helene works its way across the mid-Atlantic. But just like today and Monday, I think in large part Tuesday is just a cloudy day. Wednesday, the clouds will break late. Thursday is the day where we finally see the return of some sunshine. Friday and Saturday look good too, just in time for Phillies playoff baseball. And I'm telling you, I've got this feeling we are going to battle the Mets. Good old-fashioned 80s, 90s type playoff baseball.
Your feeling makes me so incredibly nervous.
I know.
Really nervous.
You don't want any part of the Mets, do you?
No, not after the way that they've been playing lately and the way the Phillies have been playing lately.
But what's the saying? If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, or something like that?
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Actually, we are the best.
We are the best. So they got to beat us.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, Chris. Thank you. I'll keep your optimism. But first, meteorologist Chris Sowers is here with a look at the AccuWeather forecast on this Sunday morning. How's it shaping up out there?
Well, I can guarantee it will not look like what you just saw there with all that sunshine.
Okay. Sad.
But it could be worse. Let's get you outside. Yeah. We'll go live on Sky 6. We got a lot of clouds out there and some mist and drizzle taking place. That's from the Keystone Camera Independence Hall. And again, at least you can make it out. Remember, a couple hours ago, the fog had settled in and it had really done a number on the visibility across parts of the area. So we are seeing improvements. Still kind of stuck in the clouds here, though. This is the center city skyline. We're at 66 degrees. Winds are out of the northeast at about 10 miles per hour. Now, the wind isn't overpowering, obviously. It's the direction. Okay, that's what's important here, because that east-northeasterly wind is going to start dropping the dew points or the humidity levels out here during the course of the day. So on the coastal plain in New Jersey and Delaware, yes, it's still a muggy morning. Out here, though, the dew points have dropped, and I think over time, everybody will start to enjoy the reduced humidity levels in the Philadelphia area thanks to the direction of the wind. Dover 66. Satellite and the radar showing the showers to the north. A couple of spritz and sprinkles in and around the immediate Philadelphia area. But again, a lot of the steady stuff is way out of our viewing area. So forecast for today, we're going to go mostly cloudy and occasionally on the damp side with a passing shower or areas of drizzle and mist. 64 in the Lehigh Valley, 71 for Philadelphia, and let's go 72 on the sand. Caroline?
All right. Thanks, Chris. Chris, you were talking about the fact that you worked that night of the tornado.
Scary night. I mean, there's only, in New Jersey's history, records go back, I want to say 100 and some odd years. I think there's only been 5 EF3s or stronger tornadoes to ever hit New Jersey, and that was one of them right there. And, you know, I was working the radar that night, and just to see the hook echo showing up on our radar, you don't see that here. You know, you see that out in Tornado Alley, and to see something like that, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is actually happening. And, you know, it's nice to see everybody getting back on their feet.
Absolutely.
And, you know, moving forward. Well, let's talk a little bit about the forecast here. Behind me, we are showing some headlines on what you can expect. Some areas are still dealing with some patchy fog, but a lot of this is gone now. Some of the valleys, especially west of Philadelphia, is still dealing with some reduced visibility, but it's not that bad now. It's another mainly cloudy day. Could be a passing shower or two, but I think today is going to follow in large part what we saw yesterday. Okay, and that's just a lot of clouds, occasionally run into a shower. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a lot of clouds tomorrow and Tuesday as well. Wednesday probably still stuck, and Thursday, that's the day when it looks like this gloomy pattern breaks down and we return to full sunshine. Now, let's get you out the door here. Pottstown 63, 61's out to the west in Chester County, Philadelphia 66, and Medford 65. A little bit milder down here across the Jersey Shore, where we're starting to break out into a little bit of sunshine, believe it or not. 70 in Sea Isle City and 62 in Allentown. All right, the satellite and the radar, a lot of clouds, a lot of showers out here to the west across the Keystone State, central and western Pennsylvania. Seeing a little bit of sun right there in Cape May County and extreme eastern portions of Atlantic County. I don't expect it to last too long, so enjoy it, but at least you're getting it now. North of there, it's all clouds, and occasionally you're running into some patchy drizzle and mist. All right, so let's time all this out for you. Again, there could be a spotty shower or two throughout the day. I've been showing this all morning, but I've also verbally been mentioning, hey, look, you know, I'm reluctant to show it because I'm not sure if this has the right idea, but I'll show it just to suggest that there could be a shower or two popping during the course of the day. If you have outdoor plans, maybe just bring along a poncho or an umbrella. You may need it, you may not. It's just one of those days. That's 10 o'clock at night, and still a passing shower is possible. So for today, mostly cloudy with a passing shower. Could be areas of mist and drizzle. 71 is the high, 64 in Allentown, and 72 in Wildwood. The exclusive accurate with the 7-day forecast, stuck in the clouds again tomorrow with a passing shower, 72. Tuesday, cooler. That rain threat is likely south of the city, 68, and Wednesday we're cloudy with a passing shower, 72. Thursday, there we go, Caroline. Break it out into some sunshine here. Friday looks good too, and Saturday a very nice day for some Phillies baseball and a high of about 79 degrees. So there is improvements. We got some work to do before we get there.
You know what, though, for now, I think the cloudy weather today is pretty appropriate. Today is a pretty big day for you, a very difficult one, and I know you have a message you want to share with the viewers.
I just want to let everyone know that this is going to be my last day here at Channel 6. You know, it's been just an honor to have you in your homes, to have you just allow me into your homes for the past 13 and a half years. It's been just such an incredible run. You know, Cecily and I, we were actually talking about this earlier in the week, and just how this whole thing started for me. I graduated in the spring of 2000 with a meteorology degree, but I had no idea what I wanted to do with it. And I applied for a weather producer position here at Channel 6. Okay. And, you know, I got the position, and fast forward 24 years, and now I'm a part of a legacy that includes Jim Gardner, Cecily Tynan, Dave Roberts, Gary Papa. It's like an all-star team here, right, with talent. And I'll forever be a part of that, and I'm so incredibly grateful. And I hope that you have enjoyed watching me as much as I've enjoyed standing up here and bringing the forecast to you. I mean, I love what I do. I would do this for free if I could, and I hope that showed, and I hope that shined through. I love all my viewers. I'm going to miss all of you, and I wish you all success and happiness in the future, and take care.
They love you too. If you've been on social media recently, you would know they love you too. I have a couple quick questions. Yeah. Favorite storm you've ever covered here? No, so it was with Cecily. It was a snowstorm, and she was inside and I was outside on City Avenue, and every time they would throw it to me outside, I had a different hat on. So one time, and she noticed it and she picked up on it, and she was teasing me every time. One time I'd have the pom-pom beanie hat on, another time I'd have a different hat on. There were 4 or 5 different hats I wore. I love that. You got to be prepared. Funny thing when it comes to snow, you know, because everybody's like, oh, I don't want to go out in it. I'd be the first one in Tom's office, our news director. I'd be like, I'll go out in it, you know, because I love the snow and the cold so much. That was probably the funnest storm that I've ever had. Actually, any snowstorm here in the Philadelphia area is fun for me. And now you're going to cover the sun in Florida. Yeah, the sun. I'll be at NBC 5 in West Palm Beach, tracking hurricanes and thunderstorms and all that stuff. Well, we will continue to track you and watch you, Chris. We love you. We're going to miss you. I love all of you, too. Everyone at home is going to miss you, too. All right, we'll be right back. South Jersey restaurant, South Jersey guy. Let's get one last check on that forecast. And that's nice. It's actually not too far from where I live, so maybe I'll have to check that out before I leave. Absolutely, it's in our own little backyard. Okay, here's one last look at the accurate with the 7-day forecast. We are stuck, stuck in the clouds here over the next several days. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, pretty much mostly cloudy all 3. Could be a passing shower or some patchy drizzle all 3. And temps in the upper 60s, low 70s, all 3. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 72. Thursday and Friday, Caroline, we get back on track with some sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. And then, of course, Saturday, that's the big day, the Phillies playoff game.
Could
Red
it be the Mets?
October.
Could it be the Brewers? We're going to play somebody, but we're all looking forward to that.
I have one more question for you.
Yeah.
Down at the shore segments.
I love
Do you have
them.
a favorite?
Yeah. The down the shore segment that I enjoyed the most was probably the one where I was at the Steel Pier in Atlantic City and I went on that slingshot. If you've never seen the slingshot, you're in like this little car and it shoots you 225 feet up in the air in 1.5 seconds.
That's terrifying.
So what I did was I made sure, because I did a different ride every hit, and I made sure that that was the very last ride that I was going to do for the day, just in case I threw up and wasn't going to be able to get through the rest of the show.
Did you make it after that?
I made it.
All right.
And it was funny because it happened so quick, you didn't have time to be scared. You were all the way up there.
You just had to do it.
Had to do it.
All right, more story time with Chris coming up on Action News at noon. But for now, for Chris Sowers and the entire Action News team, I'm Caroline Goggin. We'll see you at 12 o'clock. The exclusive AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Chris Sowers. A lot of excitement along the parkway, but not in the forecast.
I was going to say that video we showed. I'm just curious how far back we went for that, because it didn't look like that last year, and it doesn't look like that right now.
No, gloomy out there today.
Let's get you outside. We're going to go live on Sky 6, looking back towards the Center City skyline. We have gray skies, and this is pretty much what you're going to see throughout the duration of the day. Occasionally, you may run into a shower or some sprinkles or something like that, but I think overall, it's just going to end up being a cloudy day, very similar to yesterday. We're showing 68 degrees, still somewhat muggy, but that dew point is not nearly as high as it was the same time yesterday. So it does feel overall a little bit better. All right, the satellite and the radar, we do have a little bit of sunshine shining through there, Caroline. It's all the way down to our south in Cape May and Atlantic counties. You can see the sun trying to break through, but everybody else locked in good. Even a couple of showers and sprinkles out here to the west, just west of the I-95 corridor. So the call from AccuWeather for this afternoon, cloudy skies. If you have outdoor plans, you will get them in, but what I would do is I would bring along a poncho or an umbrella. You may briefly need those. So 66 degrees by noon. By 4 o'clock, we're going to hold steady. And then by 8 o'clock, we drop it down to 64. It's cloudy. Occasionally, you'll see a sprinkle or a shower. By midnight, we're down to 63. Somewhere in between here, we should manage a high of about 70 or 71. Caroline, I'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll talk about when all this mess clears in the AccuWeather 7-day forecast.
I look forward to hearing about that. Thanks, Chris. Well, time now for another check of the forecast. Meteorologist Chris Sowers is in the Action News Weather Center with all the details for us. Chris.
All right, good afternoon. I was going to say, and of course, that's the way I'm going in about 20 minutes, so that should be fun. Let's talk a little bit about the forecast here, and may need a poncho over the next couple of hours. We're starting to see a few showers develop already west of Philadelphia. I think in large part, though, today is just going to be another cloudy day and kind of dull looking with the occasional shower, some patchy drizzle, and still muggy out there too, but it's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday because we're starting to pick up a northeasterly wind, and that's beginning to dry things out just a little bit. So we're going to post humid, but the humidity levels will be dropping during the day, and then we're in the comfort zone pretty much the rest of the week. I mean, we may see at times a slight uptick here or there, but overall the humidity shouldn't be all that bad in the week ahead. Rain chances 50% today, down to 30 tomorrow, back up to 60 Tuesday, back down to 20 on Wednesday. Got to get this upper level low through. And then and only then will we finally be able to shut the faucet off and clear everything out. And with that being said, we haven't seen a tremendous amount of rain up to this point, but it's been persistent, the drizzle and the mist. And again, we're seeing it here west of the I-95 corridor, Lancaster, Chester counties, a little bit of light rain falling. Got some more activity here in Monmouth and Northern Ocean counties. There's the upper level low, the remnants of Helene spinning across the Ohio Valley. That will continue to push east over the next, let's say, 24 to 48 hours. Later this afternoon, one or two of you may see a spotty shower out there or a spritz or a sprinkle. 6 o'clock dinner time, same thing. It's mainly just cloudy, a couple of showers and sprinkles, and then overnight tonight it's sort of the same song and dance here. Mostly cloudy, one or two showers or some sprinkles and some patchy drizzle. So cloudy skies, that's the rule today. Temperatures for the most part in the 60s. I think when all is said and done, we should manage a high of about 70 or 71. But if we get that high, we're not going to stay there for very long. Mainly cloudy with that brief shower. Overnight tonight, mainly cloudy with a brief shower. 61 is the overnight low. And for tomorrow, mainly cloudy, could be a brief shower during the morning hours. 72 degrees is the afternoon high, and the winds are out of the east-northeast to 10 to 15 miles per hour. So notice not every day we're seeing rain all day long. It's just a couple of showers here or there. 71, Monday 72, and Tuesday 68. Have a better chance of seeing a steadier light rain Tuesday afternoon south of Philadelphia. That's the actual low pushing through from Helene. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, 72. And then Thursday, there we go, Caroline. We're going to break out into some sunshine here. Bounce right back up to 76. Friday, 78, and then Saturday. That's an important day. You know what's going on Saturday?
No clue.
The Phillies. It is Red October. It's playoff baseball. I'm thinking we're going to play the Mets, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Look, I'm already nervous about the Eagles today, so I'm like trying to get through the Eagles-Bucks game, and then we'll move on.
Then we'll
to
focus
Red
on
October.
Phillies.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I like your thinking.
All right.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Time now is 12:27, and many of you know this is my last broadcast here at 6 ABC. I just want to say it's been just an honor to be a part of your family's lives for the last 18 years here in Philadelphia. And what I did was I put together a couple of my greatest hits, some of my funnest moments. Here's one right here of my shore adventure, the slingshot in Atlantic City. And these are, here we go. This is one of the things I'm going to miss the most. Check this out. 225 feet in 1.5 seconds. I will miss those shore adventures. Oh my gosh.
And we will miss you so much, Chris. We're wishing you and your family all the best.
Thank you.